It is 7 o'clock. We have a quorum. If you'll stand for the pledge. Welcome to the council meeting on June 15th. Mr. Pato is unable to be with us this evening, but we do have a quorum. We have 2 sets of minutes that need to be approved. Has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes? Any questions? I'll open the floor for a motion. Let's do the work study first.
I make a motion to approve the work study minutes.
Second.
I have a motion by Chris, a second by Greg. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Minutes for the council meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes of the last council meeting.
Second.
I have a motion by Nancy, a second by Chris. All those in favor, say
Aye.
aye. Motion carries 4-0. Okay. All right, first item up is we have a bid opening for the paving projects and Public Works. Picture. What's that?
Public comment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
I've had no request to speak tonight.
I wanted to make sure.
Mr. Morgan, we don't have anybody to speak. Okay.
Request to speak tonight, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Gerald. All right, now you can speak, Andrew.
Good evening. I bring before you tonight bids for our paving mill and overlay project that we sent out for contractors. This paving will be completed through the Community Crossing Grant matching 50% of the total dollar amount on these bids. We did receive 3 bids by the deadline. First bid is going to be Grady Brothers.
Excuse me, can you tell us where this paving will be taking place?
So we have Lincoln Street between Blake Street and 39, Cross Street. Lincoln Street between Mackey Road and the end of the corporate boundaries. Old North Salem Road from Cross Street through 39. West Broadway Street, the portion that did not get done between Washington and Cross Street. And then Sycamore
Sorry, I didn't mean
Lane.
to put you on the spot.
No, you're fine. I've memorized them, just trying to make sure I'm going through them all in order. And then Sycamore Lane between Money and Meadow.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Grady Brothers is Grady Brothers Incorporated. And I have requested that once these bids are open, try to review the packets and then come back afterward and see if we can award these, expedite the process. If I can get it out of the package here. Sorry, looking for the bid sheet itself because that number seems a little bit low that they've got on there. That's what they're bidding. So Grady Brothers bid is $498,339.
$498,339.
$498,339.
Thank you.
The second bid that we have is from Hasco, HASCO. I apologize, as the state does require a lot of paperwork with this grant, and so it's all in the same packet. So Hasco mill and overlay bid is $556,764.64. It's $556,764.64. And the final bid that we received was from Baumgartner and Company Asphalt Services. BAUMGARTNER. And the bid for Baumgartner asphalt is gonna be $458,353 and 458,353.
Superintendent Pitcher would like time to go over these bids, and then would like to come back to try and award a bid.
At the end of this meeting?
At the end of this meeting, he's item F on the agenda.
Okay.
Just need to verify that they do have all the correct paperwork for the grant and verify pricing, look at their references.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have CF1 reporting status of tax abatements. Brian Bilger with HCEDB.
Good evening. We have the same 3 tax abatement CF1s this year as we did last year. BioResources, Pig Lots. The only change this year is you'll see one for Well Tower. They purchased the property that was Justice, I think, was it Justice? Justice Companies. Well Tower is a very large healthcare REIT. In fact, that was the name of the company before they changed names. It's actually out of Toledo, Ohio. I did their headquarters as well as Jobs, Ohio. They're all in compliance.
Okay. We have a couple of them here, is that right?
Yep, we have 3.
3, okay. Anyone in the council?
I didn't name it.
Sorry,
I did
what's that?
not name, I know you're like,
Oh, okay, sorry.
talking about the name of one, I did not pick it. I didn't,
Any questions or comments?
I just have a question, because this does require our approval. Can these be approved all together or have to be separate?
that would be,
I would say no. Would agree. All right, so with that being the case, sure. I guess in theory, we might not all want to vote for all 3, so. All right, so look, my little list here tells me that 2021 BioResponse, okay, that's you guys, sorry. Oh yeah, BioResponse LLC, is that correct?
yes.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion to approve the CF1, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, for BioResponse Properties LLC on recommendation that they are in compliance by Mr. Bilger.
So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Nancy, a second by Greg. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. We're stopping for each one? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
That was BioResponse.
That was
Yes.
BioResponse,
Thank you.
correct. All right, so I will now entertain a motion to approve CF1 for Piglot LLC on the recommendation of Mr. Bilger.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion to approve the CF1 for Piglot LLC.
I have a motion by Greg, second by Chris. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. And the last one is CF1 for, entertain a motion for CF1 for Well Tower, to approve CF1 for Well Tower tax abatement on the recommendation of Mr. Bilger.
So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Chris, second by Nancy. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next we have ordinance 12, 2022, amend water rates. Clerk Treasurer, Jenny.
As we talked about at a previous council meeting, the state legislature passed a bill to repeal the utility receipt tax, and this ordinance is just allowing us to do that. I am asking, it goes into effect July 1st, so I'm asking you to suspend the rules tonight and pass this. And I just want to make sure, is that okay since Tom's not here? Do we have to have a full council to suspend the rules? Okay, that's okay. Okay, thank you.
What did you say?
Suspend the rules, it would need to be unanimous
4-0.
for the
That'd be
people
4-0.
present, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, at the request of the Clerk Treasurer, do we have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I'll make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
I have a motion by Greg and a second by Chris. Probably should do a roll call on this, I'm thinking. Jenny, could you do a roll call, please?
Sure. Chris Gerald.
Aye.
David Winters.
Aye.
Nancy Levitt.
Aye.
Greg Van Leer.
I vote aye as well.
Okay, motion carries 4-0. The rules are suspended. Now I will entertain a motion to pass ordinance 12, 2022.
I move that we pass ordinance number 12, 2022, amending rates and charges for the use and services rendered by the town of Danville Water Utility.
Second.
Motion by Nancy, second by Greg. One question. This actually decreases the rates, right? Is that how I understand it? Okay. All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Signatures? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's something. Oh, yeah, legislature.
All right, next we have ordinance 13, 2022, super voluntary annexation. Ms. Trene.
Good evening. This is a request for super voluntary annexation on property located at 2248 East Main, and it is for introduction only.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, no further action on that. So next we have the capital expenditure request for a transfer pump, wastewater superintendent.
Good evening. This request is for our sludge transfer pump. The one we have has been changed out several years ago, but it was never the right pump. It just got us by. With the other problems we've been having with the chemical issues, this is going to put us back into new shape. So that's what this is for, to be able to have a constant pipe full of sludge, to be able to get the right mixing, and to be able to get it back up and running the way it should be. That's what this request is for.
All right, thank you.
Jenny, we have the funds.
What were we talking about last time?
It's the polymer injection pump. It takes the chemical and injects it into this sludge.
Okay.
This pump is actually what moves the sludge. The other one that we talked about the last time is what injects the chemical into this.
Go watch them change it if you want.
That would be fun.
Yep, tour anytime.
Okay, well, anything else, I'll open the floor for a motion.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we approve the capital expenditure for transfer pump.
Second.
I have a motion by Greg, a second by Chris. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Thank you, sir. Andrew, have you had enough time?
Man, that's fast. I'm impressed.
You read every single document in that paper.
I made sure that they were present. So after review of the bids, all contractors did submit the required paperwork for the RFP. And then I just want to bring before you to suggest that we award the bid to Baumgartner Asphalt. They were the lowest price, as well as they are fully qualified. We did have them do some work for us last year, so we have done the research on that company prior.
Okay.
Baumgartner Asphalt, and that bid was $458,353.
Quick question, and
Yes.
maybe for Mark, but did Baumgartner do the repair on Stratford?
I think they did,
Okay, I thought the name sounded familiar, so, okay.
but they did not do 150, right? Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything the council will need to sign on that bid?
I believe I signed the bid, or the contract last time. Just as far as actually awarding the bid, passing that.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we award the bid for the paving project to Baumgartner.
I second it.
We have a motion by Greg and a second by Nancy. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. Okay. Down to staff and council comments. Mr. Morgan, do you have anything?
As brief as I possibly can, as the department heads have submitted. How's that? Wastewater whole effluent toxicity test, finish it up by the end of the week. Don't know what it is. Lift station checks, clean clarifiers, working on Fairgrounds pump number 1, pulling it and unplugging it, finishing up his monthly report, running the belt press, clean up polymer pump area, replacing all guard dog batteries, and mow the lots and easements. Water Department meter pit repairs, removing a fire hydrant at the middle school parking lot, samples on Tuesday, and work orders and new meter sets are on the rise. Community engagement, she's been working on National Night Out, continuing to update police photos, staff directory on the website. She's been adding photos, working on getting photos of boards, commissions, committees. Facebook posts, staff introductions, posting about Community Crossing Grant Park Program. Continue to work on communication standards, email signatures, and letterheads. Town of Danville has 4,942 Facebook followers. Parks Department has 4,970. Over the past 30 days, our website has had 7.8 thousand visitors, and Madison did some posts this week that I think were very beneficial to our public relations. Department of Public Works, painting of curbs and no parking areas is continuing. Sidewalks at 301 West Marion, 101 North Indiana will be removed and replaced through the sidewalk replacement program. Pothole patching is continuing. They're going to be removing parking stripes on Jefferson in front of the Fast Track Physical Therapy entrance. They're going to be doing crack ceiling patches that have been completed so far this year. We'll be mowing US 36. They contacted Waste Management last week, struggling to find laborers to help clean up. Informed that we need to mow the grass. It's getting extremely tall, so they will clean the litter when they can. Greg Moisture I assume that's how his name is pronounced. Moisture, okay. Has begun work with Public Works on Monday. DPW lost an employee last week, but inquiries have been made with runners-up from the last hiring process to replace that employee quickly. And they're constructing annual pavement maintenance maps for the next 10 years, which can be shared with the public as information. Maps include proposed mill and overlay and crack ceiling locations. Town planner had Board of Zoning Appeals meeting tonight on a variance for a rear setback. She conducted RFP interviews for the Unified Development Ordinance. We're in the process of comparing services and fees. No new applications for Plan Commission to hear in July, and have received a couple of calls requesting annexation. Utility Director has been finishing up some paving on Main Street. If you recall, that was on out of a TIF district from several years ago. We put in some passing blisters and turning lanes out on Main Street in front of Beasley's and Woodland Terrace. Developments are having trouble completing infrastructure on new developments due to material shortage. We expected that. I think both Will and Barry are covering this. Gym awning must come down due to errors and emissions from the contractor. Starting repairs on Hickory and Tradition due to failing pipe causing sinkholes. And the floodplain ordinance has been sent to FEMA for final adoption. I'm going to let Will.
Can we stop for a quick second?
Yeah.
So, what, okay. Can we just rewind like 30 seconds, something about the awning?
Love for either Will or Barry to discuss this. I think Will's going to discuss it by the way
Okay.
he turned on his microphone.
Okay, all right.
So the awning company came in, they were supposed to come the week prior to when they came, but it rained, so they pushed it back. Well, they're booked out pretty far because they had steel issues, because everything's custom with it. Well, they showed up on Friday, kind of like calling me Friday morning and like, hey, we're going to put the awning up. I'm like, okay. And so Barry and I kind of like navigated. Barry had a way he wanted it on the building. We had everything pre-set up for him, but I don't know that they brought us their A crew. And so A crew slapped it up real quick, and they cut our lines for electrical. There's some other issues for deeper in there. And so they also drilled through our fire panel. Yeah. And so without telling us and anything too. So yeah, it was not a good Monday when we came in, but we navigated through Saturday and they never asked any questions. And I think that should have been our first clue that something was wrong, but it looks awesome. But it's going to have to come down. We're going to redo the electrical lines and everything and put it right back up. So it'll be probably, depending on their schedule, I'm guessing like a week or 2 weeks because they have to come take it down, then we got to rerun the lines, and then they got to come put it back up. And yeah,
On their dime, right? I mean,
that's what we're pushing for sure.
Okay.
Because we had staff here and they never asked questions. And we had 5 pre-meetings with them. And we did a majority of the work, I'd say, for prep, because we ripped up the floor upstairs, we put in joist hangers, we did a lot of stuff so that it would be cheaper, to put in. And I think they're wanting to get it done fast is the problem. And now they're suffering from that. So are we, but it does look great. We'll get to the finish line. It's just another bump in the road.
There's no safety concerns with it, is there?
Anytime
We
you
got kids
drill
coming
through
here
the
every
fire
day.
panel, yeah, there's some issues there, but it's mainly just exit lighting.
If you're worried, it's not going to fall.
It's not going to fall.
No.
There's nothing structurally
It's,
wrong with it.
it's on there. It's just screwed into things
But
that it
there's no
shouldn't
fire
be.
hazard either?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Thank you.
And we have it planned to be painted in a little while too, but we want to make sure it's done before we paint it. So that whole area will look nice in another month. But what's another month when you've been waiting 2 years? So
Barry, did you get your email sent?
No, it's too long. I mean, I'm putting a timeline on it because they're kind of balking at having to take it down. We'll keep you guys
yeah, we're not happy
posted.
too.
Wow.
We have to get legal involved.
David could send them an email.
I'm sure Oh, that'll work.
Yeah.
Then, if it's all right with council, I'd like to let Will finish his report, because I think he's got some exceptional news to report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so on a positive side, so we had the negative, but the positive side is finally a year and a half after we approved it, we have the roundabout sign going in. So it's going to be exciting. I'm hoping it's easier than the awning to install, but
Different company, right?
yeah, it's a different company. It's the same company we've been using for all of our signage out here, so they're real familiar with us. Also, we're working on the electrical hookup because it is lit interior, so then the lights or the letters glow, so it should be pretty cool at night. We may want to look a little bit further down the line and think about maybe some primitive landscaping, something that just heightens that area a little bit, because right now it's just grass. But it will look nice, and they said next week, but every contractor I've been working with, it's not true. I give it a month. But yeah, Lisa's going to help with some of the signage. So with that too, we also have some directional signage that's going to go around the roundabout. And this, no tax dollars were used in the building of this. Double check me. Yeah, no tax dollars were used. So,
All TIF money right
Yeah.
now.
so that's a positive.
And then he's been finishing up some interviews, working on football field, and the pool. The
Is it
pool.
getting used?
Yeah.
Yes, today was pretty heavy. The hot weather is
Sure.
it's taking a toll on staff, I think, more than anything. Everybody seems to be a little irritated too, not the pool. But we're getting through it.
Mr. President, that's all I have to report tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Jenny, you have anything? Greg?
I just want to say I was out and about last night and came back through town and was passing the pool, and it was like, I don't know, 7 o'clock or whatever at night, and the place was packed. So I thought for that late in the evening, it was still a good sign that people were enjoying it. So thank you.
Are you still looking for an employee?
Yeah, we're actually, right now, we have interviews on Friday.
Okay.
Chris?
Thank everybody for all their hard work, and like you said, this weather is taking a toll on everyone. So thank you for all your hard work, especially Chief Roberts. I know you're very short-staffed with the, things you're going through over there, and I know you've been pulling some 24s, so thank you.
I don't have anything. So, claim docket.
Move to approve the claim docket.
Second.
Motion by Greg, second by Chris. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. And a motion to adjourn.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.